Shanti Om. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Detach yourself. Detach yourself. Detachment from sense objects, absence of ego, and seeing the sufferings and defects in birth, death, old age, and diseases. This is true knowledge. Shanti Om. Until now, across many births, you have built and decorated countless families and relationships. Yet, with one stroke of death, all of them were left behind. Therefore, from this very moment, loosen worldly your attachment to family and worldly ties. If you still desire respect and honor for the body, if you still crave status and recognition for it, then this will become a great obstacle in the spiritual path. Throw away attachment to this body. Become innocent like a faultless child. You have cared for this body so much. You have bathed it countless times, fed it countless times, taken it to many places. Yet this body has continuously complaining, always continue to complain. Sometimes illness, sometimes sufferings, sometimes sleeplessness, sometimes joint pain, sometimes headache, sometimes indigestion. You have served this body long enough. Now, inwardly, complete your journey beyond the body. How long will you continue to identify yourself with this body? Now firmly begin to experience within your mind that your body has gone walking by the riverside. It sat on a bench, gazing at the beauty of the ocean. Suddenly, the final shock arrived. Your neck bent downward. You died. Or perhaps at home, you developed a headache, a stomach problem, or a fever, and you died. You were writing something, suddenly became stunned and speechless. A heart attack occurred, you died. You were performing puja, worship, offering incenses, flowers, and suddenly you fell asleep forever. Friends, relatives, your wife or husband were called. They came and asked, "What happened? What happened?" Within a few moments you departed. You were walking on the road. Suddenly an accident happened. You left your body. You died. Surely something or another will become the cause of your death. You may not even realize it. Therefore, before departing, practicing departing once. Before dying, die once while alive. Before scattering apart, scatter once. Experience scattering apart once. Firmly resolve that this vast body, which you preserve with the identity of I and mine must lose its false identification today to reach the highest peak of spiritual practice. This is the final obstacle. One must go beyond attachment to the body. As long as attachment to the body remains, actions will continue to bind you. As long as attachment to the body persists, impurities and passions will never leave you. You may try countless methods, but until body consciousness dissolves, the songs of the divine cannot truly resound within you. As long as you keep identifying yourself as this bundle of bonds, flesh, skin, blood, and waste, liberation from my misfortune will not come. The greatest misfortune is repeated birth and death. Even if someone is born amidst immense luxury, what difference does it make? Suffering must still be endured. Pray sincerely from the depths of your heart to the divine. Om, Om, Om. O Lord, O ocean of compassion, we have come to your door. You lack nothing. Grant us strength. Grant us courage, so that having stepped onto your path, we may surely reach the destination. O my Lord, break our attachment to the body and unite our hearts with you. Across many births, you have had many fathers, many mothers, many relatives. Before them, there were others too. The stronger your attachment to the body, the heavier the burden of these relationships becomes. The weaker the attachment to the body, the lighter the burden becomes. Once the ego of bodily identity breaks within, worldly attachments can no longer trap you. If attachment to the body is broken within, then worldly relationships become a mere play. Then songs of liberation begin to flow from your life. Om Anandadata, Om Mukti Data. A liberated soul lives joyfully amidst all actions and all people, eating happily, moving happily, living happily, and resting happily in one's own true self. Only attachment must be removed. Once body consciousness dissolves, attachment also dissolves. To remove bodily ego, undertake your own inner funeral journey today. Die a little while living. Don't fear. Invite death today. Oh, death, descend upon this body today. Descend upon this body today. Imagine that death is descending upon your body. Your body has become weak and lifeless. Through some cause, your life breath has departed. Your corpse lies there. The one whom people once called so and so brother, so and so businessman, so and so gentleman, his life bird has flown away. Now he lies before people merely as a dead body. Just only dead body. Doctors and healers have given up hope. The body you nourished and protected so carefully, whose honor and reputation you guarded day and night, now lies dead before you. You're watching it. Crowds have gathered. Some are crying genuinely. Others pretend to cry. You are gone. Your body lies there. Friends arrive. Neighbors arrive. Relatives arrive. Telephones bells ring. Messages are sent. Everything that is done after death is being done. This final attachment to the body is the last obstacle. Without crossing it, no yogi becomes perfected. No seekers attain the highest fortune. I, mine, and yours. This illusion has enslaved the living body. Your body has fallen. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai is being chanted. You are dead. People gather. Bamboo poles are being arranged for the funeral bier. They carry your body inside to the bath pit. Your neck hangs loosely. Your hands and feet dangle lifelessly. They carefully carry you. They bathe the corpse in a large vessel, but where is the miracle now? Where is this radiance? Where is that consciousness? The body that earned so much, consumed so much, displayed itself so proudly, has now become a corpse. Today it cannot even take a single breath on its own. It cannot thank a friend. It cannot fold its hands before a saint. That helpless body, once burdened with endless tensions and struggles, now lies lifeless. For this body you committed sins. Endured suffering, worked endlessly, and now look at its own condition. Helpless, powerless. The one who once kept saying, I, and considered himself clever, wise, capable. Look at this condition now. All cleverness has turned to dust. All known and unknown knowledge has vanished in one stroke. Every relationship has broken. Wealth and family have become no longer yours. Those for whom you stayed awake at night, those for whom you carried burdens on your head, they are no longer yours. Those for whom you endured pain and have nothing to do with you. Such is the condition of this beloved body. Friends are bathing your corpse. Whether properly cleaned or not, they quickly wipe it and dress it. Then they place it upon the funeral bier, the body for which you earned well-studied knowledge, accepted humiliations, and served others in slavery. Now lies helpless because the life breath has departed. Experience dying while alive. In truth, this body is already as good as dead. What is really stored within it? A red cloth is tied around the body. Lying on the bier. The falling neck is supported. The feet are tightly bound with ropes so the corpse doesn't fall on the way. The ropes are wrapped around the neck and body. The maker of the bier says, pull from that side. Another says, I pulled it, now tie the knot. But how long will even these knots remain? Soon the ropes themselves will burn, and the corpse bound by those ropes will also burn. Varanasi, Manikarnika Ghat, the place where Thousands of dead bodies are burning, continually burning every day and night. But how long? Shame upon this perishable life. Shame upon attachment to this body, this mortal body. And shame upon identification and pride in the body. It's nothing. The buyer is being tied tightly. Until today, your name was listed among businessmen, officers, suspected people. Now your name has entered the list of corpses. People no longer say tie the businessman or tie the gentleman. They simply say tie the corpse. All the achievements of your life have come to an end. Everything you earned is no longer yours. Everything you learned has been snatched away in one blow of death. Your tax, keepers, promotions, retirements, achievements, failures, all have been abandoned forever. Alas, O human being, your breath, alas, your imaginations, alas, your mortality, alas, your desires. Until now you kept thinking, I have achieved this and I will achieve more. I have known this and I will know more. I have made these people mine and I will make more people mine. I have connected others and I will correct more. But first save yourself from the death. Save yourself from the birth and rebirth. Let us see your power then. Make yourself able, capable. Your corpse is being tied to the bier. You have become one with the funeral stretcher. Preparations for the cremation journey are underway. People are crying. 4 men lift you and carry you out of the house while everyone else follows behind. Some have come with genius affection, others have come merely for appearance's sake, some have came only to fulfill social formalities. A few people have come to serve and help, yet they don't realize. One day your condition will also become exactly the same. How long will you continue trying to appear impressive before society? If you truly want to become settled, then why not establish yourself in God instead? God is only yours. Bhakti is only the way. Sadhana is only the way. Do you merely pretend when attending funeral processions? Go honestly. Teach your mind sincerely. One day this will also happen to me. I too will be carried like this. I too will burn like this. Oh, this honest mind. Can you not remain truthful even in a funeral procession? You look at the clock and hurry saying, I must go to the office, I must open the shop. But ultimately you too must go to the cremation ground. Go to your office, your shop, your cinema, go wherever you wish, but in the end, everyone must go to the cremation ground. How far can you keep running outward? Oh, foolish human. Oh, toy of illusion. For ages, Maya has been making you dance. If you don't dance for God, then illusion will keep making you dance endlessly. If you don't move toward divine realization, Maya will throw you into countless forms of existence. Perhaps the body of a monkey, a bear, a celestial being, or another creature. In each body, you will again call someone mother, someone father, someone son, someone daughter. So again you will become attached, and again one blow of death will separate you from them all, again and again. For how many ages have you wandered through such journeys? For how long have you been creating such relationships. My son should get married, my daughter-in-law should obey me, my servant should remain loyal, my friends should continue loving me, even if all this happens for how long? The promotion happens, then what? Marriage happens, then what? Children are born, then what? In the end, you too will be tied to a funeral bier and carried on shoulders. See clearly the condition your body is truly destined for. No one can escape this eternal truth. Your wealth cannot save you. Your connections cannot save you. This event must be faced by everyone. You may avoid many other events in life, but no one on earth has ever escaped death, nor ever will. Therefore, behold this unavoidable death right now with the eye of wisdom. People are carrying your lifeless body toward the cremation ground. Tears fill their eyes, yet those who weep today will also depart in the same way someday. Tears cannot save anyone from death. Refusing to cry cannot save anyone either. Running away from a corpse cannot save you. Clinging to the corpse cannot save you. Freedom comes only through self-realization. Freedom comes when the grace of a saint, guru, is truly absorbed within. Freedom comes when you unite with God. Brother, you can never escape this accident called death. No one has ever escaped it. He who has come must go, king, beggar, or saint. Whether 50 people walk behind someone's funeral procession or 5,000, what difference does it make? In the end, a buyer is still a buyer and a corpse is still a corpse. Your body is being carried. Someone has sprinkled colored powder upon it. Someone has placed marigold flowers. Someone has adorned it with garlands. Someone who loved you deeply sprays perfume upon your body. But what difference does perfume make now? What uses fragrance to a corpse? Whether people throw stones upon a corpse or build a palace of gold around it, whether they cover it with flowers or jewels, what difference does it make? The funeral procession leaves the house. 4 people lift the bier, while others walk alongside chanting, Ram, 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 brothers Ram, 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 Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, 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 Ram. Your final journey has begun. You're departing forever from the house for which you made countless plans. You leave forever the home for which you neglected the divine home. You leave forever the worldly house for whose sake you forgot the beloved Lord. Whether the walls of the house weep or remain silent, you still must go. The practical-minded people say, take the body quickly. It died during the night. Remove it quickly before bacteria spread and disease arises. No one has the courage to keep the body for long. No one wishes to preserve it for days. Everyone wants to continue their own lives. They are eager to remove you quickly out. How long will you cling to the house? Eventually people will tie your body and take it swiftly to the cremation ground. Attachment to the body must be broken. Because of this attachment, you remain trapped in bondage and cycle of birth and death. Whether today, after one more birth, or after 1,000 births, one day this attachment must break. People carry you on their shoulders. If your body is heavy with fat, they struggle more. If lighter, they struggle less. Either way, You never lie upon the bier. Oh, friends, we should betray you. You will walk on foot, while we shall ride upon shoulders. We shall lie still while you push us along. Oh, friends, we shall betray you. You are now traveling on shoulders towards the place where everyone must go. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. Sitaram, Sitaram. The bears hurry forward. 50 or 100 people follow behind, speaking among themselves. He was a good man, wealthy man, happy man, very kind man. Or perhaps he was poor, unfortunate. Poor fellow is gone. Those foolish people don't realize that they too will depart exactly the same way someday. They pity you while imagining themselves eternal. The buyer moves through the marketplace. Shopkeepers rush towards business. Workers hurry towards jobs. Someone glances at your corpse and says, "Oh, how sad," and immediately returns to worldly affairs. No one remembers one day, "I too shall die." People on bicycles, scooters, and cars pass by the funeral procession, saying "ah" or "oh." Before rushing again toward the very worldly affairs they must eventually abandon at death. Now, you are on the road between home and cremation ground. The house grows farther away. The cremation ground comes nearer to you. A man rushes ahead on a scooter to arrange firewood. He says, "Wave 8 mounds, 10 mounds, 16 mounds of wood." He was an important man, so let there be plenty. According to the wealth, different amounts of wood are purchased for you. But whether the corpse burns with 8 mounds or 16, what difference does it make now? More money may buy more wood, less money may buy less wood, but you have already become a stranger on everything. Now the cremation ground is very near. Ritual offerings are scattered. Sweets brought along are fed to dogs. Those in a hurry quietly slip away. The remaining people take you to the place where everyone must eventually arrive. Workers arrange the body very carefully and the wood very carefully. Large logs are let down, your body is lowered onto them. The burden leaves human shoulders and rests upon the wood. But even that sport will not last long. Boundless bundles of dry grass, coconut fibers, matches, clarified butter, wicks are gathered. These things have been brought to offer you a final farewell. Whether you nourish your body with rich delicacies or survive on dry bread, what difference does it make now? Whether you wore jewelry or lived without it, what difference remains? Ultimately, the body will be handed over to fire. The matchstick itself becomes your final welcome. For the body, you endured endless suffering. For this body, you hurt the hearts of others. For this body, you forgot the God. And now see its condition. Your body lies upon the funeral pyre. Large logs are stacked above it. Smaller sticks are added so the body burns completely. The arrangements are complete. Grass is inserted between the logs so no part remains unburned. Someone supervise the process, still trying to manage and control things, still giving instructions, do this, do that. Oh, clever human, this too shall happen to you one day. Same. Even at the cremation ground, does the ego still seek importance and leadership? Oh, ignorant man, what all have you desired? What all have you done apart from God? How many dramas have you performed? You held tightly to countless things beside the divine, yet every single time death snatched them away from you. Thousands of times you have been forced to let go, and in this life too, you will have to let go again. Become alert, my brother, my sister. This wood is now properly arranged upon your body. Your children and loved ones weep emotionally. Some relatives cannot even produce tears and feel embarrassed. Other begins chatting casually. Someone smokes a cigarette, someone baths, someone cleans a scooter, someone worries about reaching the shop, someone thinks about traveling elsewhere. Who truly worries about you now? And for how long would they worry more? They brought you to the cremation ground, led you upon the pyre, donated the fire, and their duty is finished. Now people are eager to leave. Light the pyre quickly, it's getting late. These are the same friends who once said, stay with us, we cannot live without you. Now they say, hurry up, light the fire, let us go. We have to go, we are getting late. What a world of relationships. What a world of friendships. Their reality is now revealed. If you don't make God your true companion, this will be your fate. Those who once addressed you with respect now only wish for the process to finish this funeral quickly. Hunger troubles them. They don't say it openly, but inwardly they think, hurry, send him to heaven quickly. But where will he truly go? He will go according to his actions and inner tendencies, karmas, his doings, good or bad, wrong or right. Ghee is poured onto coconut fiber. A flame is it lighted. Not the flame of divine wisdom, not the light of a true guru, but the flame lit by worldly companions. You needed the light of true guru. For the people in whose service you spent your entire life, this is the final gift they offer you. Take it. And the light of the true master, for whom you never found time, remain unseen by you. The flame touches the dry grass near your head. Fire suppressed rapidly. Another person lights the fire near your feet. The fire becomes roaring. Flames reach the cloth covering your body. The logs slowly catch fire. Now it is no longer in your power to extinguish it. No one needs to call firefighters now. No doctors are needed anymore. Everyone simply wishes to return home, leaving you behind. Smoke rises. Flames leap upward. Even your closest friends retreat from the heat. Surrounded by fire on every side, you burn alone. Friends, relatives, companions, childhood companions all step away. Now, no one belongs to you anymore. All worldly relationships are merely relationships of attachment, and attachment cannot withstand even a teeny spark of death. You continue strengthening worldly bonds. How innocent and unaware you are. The fire is engulfed in flames. Hunger grips the people standing nearby. Some leave. A cremation worker remains with iron tongs in hand, adjusting the logs so they don't fall away. The fire now burns fiercely on every side. Flames at the head, flames at the feet. Your hair burns like dry grass. Flames surround the skull. Ghee had been placed in the mouth, wicks near the eyes, and the fire continues. The fire of the cremation ground has now engulfed your entire body. In a single moment, it has accepted the body as its offerings. The whole body has turned black. The clothes have burned. The shroud has burned. The skin has burned. The legs began collapsing downward. Fat is being consumed by the flames. Pieces of flesh burned and fell bound. The palms and bones begin dropping apart. The skull, heated intensely by the fire, is ready to crack open. The bacteria and gases spread within the corpse are all burned away. The terracotta clothes you wore, the ornaments you cherished, none of them could help you now. Those hands, those feet are becoming food for the flames forever. Fat drips through the burning legs and the fire consumes it instantly. The fat within the stomach is gone. One by one, the ribs and bones separate part. Oh, how carefully this body was preserved. How dearly it was loved. If a kidney malfunctioned slightly, there was a rush to America for treatment. And now the entire body itself is being destroyed. Where will you run now? How long will you keep running? If your leg hurt a little or your hand was injured, specialists surrounded you. But what specialist can help here? Other than God, no one can assist you here. Other than self-knowledge, no doctor or expert has power to save you forever from the fire of death. They themselves must also pass through this same condition. They may charge enormous fees, but how long can they preserve the body? They may collect bundles of money merely the examinations and treatments, but where will they carry the wealth in the end? The two must pass through the same fate. What difference remains between a king and a beggar in the end? Both receive only a shroud. Gather wealth if you wish, charge huge fees if you wish, but remember, cruel death will make everyone equal. If anything has the power to make all people pass through the same conditions, it is death. Death is the greatest communist. Nature is the true equalizer. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Even the skeleton of your body now begins to scatter. The skull cracks apart into several pieces. Bones fall here and there. Whose bones are these now? Did they belong to an officer or a servant, a wealthy man or a laborer, a happy person or a miserable one, a brother or a mother? No one can tell anymore. Now the fire slowly begins to subside. Most friends have gone to bath and prepared to leave. Many people have already dispersed. The remaining people now take their final leave from you. Offering water to the flames with tearful eyes, they depart. At the cremation ground, only a heap of ashes and embers remains. What you once were has ended. Looking at the bones, no one can know whose they were. Only ashes remain. Your death has occurred. Your bones and skull have scattered. Your worldly relationships have broken apart. The distinction between your own and others has vanished. The body's caste, religion, complexion, strength, and sickness all have been equalized by fire. Oh, careless human, you never understood this truth. The fire slowly dies down because nothing remains to burn. Family, friends, neighbors, everyone departs. They tell the cremation worker, "We will return after 2 days to collect ashes. Be careful they do not get mixed with someone else's." Sometimes ashes are left behind and others mistakenly gather them thinking they belong to their own loved one. Who truly owns one's own and who is another? What meaning remains in ashes? The true flower was your consciousness itself. Had you united with that consciousness, you would have become eternally fragrant. Everyone goes home. One day passes, then another. On the third day, people return to the cremation ground. Using iron tongs, they search through the ashes and gather your remaining bones. They place them into a small box. Some pieces of the skull, a few stronger bones from the joints remain. The rest has turned to the ash. Perhaps a kilogram of ashes and bones is collected. Friends bring the container home. Advisors say, "Don't keep the ashes inside the house, keep them outside somewhere. Hang them from a tree branch until they are immersed in the Ganga." Now, your bones are considered inauspicious. Bringing them inside the home is considered unfortunate. What a strange world. A whole lifetime was spent preserving these bones and flesh, yet now even keeping them nearby is unwanted. People say, "Keep that box outside." If it is taken to the neighbor's home, that neighbor becomes upset. Even your closest friends say, "Not here, keep it farther away." Your bones are no longer fit to remain in anyone's home or temple. People are practical. They think, what benefit remains now? The world maintains relationships only as long as it receives something in return. What can bones offer anymore? Worldly people approach you in order to take something from you, but now what remains for you to give? The Sadguru and God alone love in order to give. The world gives temporary things for its own convenience, but the Sadguru gives the eternal without concern for personal gain. Om, 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 Om. The same small box that once had chocolates or biscuits now contains your ashes. All your titles, prestige, and status now rest helplessly inside the teeny container hanging from the tree branch. When relatives find time, they will carry it to the Ganga and immerse it there. See the condition of your precious life. When a pigeon sees a cat, it closes its own, hoping to escape death. But the cat still devours it in the same way. Even if you ignore this truth or convince yourself, "I will not die," death will still come. Remember this spiritual teaching. It offers the key to go beyond death. It shows a method to break your ego and attachment so that you may sincerely enter spiritual practice. Since you have already stepped upon this path, why not reach the destination? For countless births, you have formed endless relationships and tried to please countless people. Before your ashes are scattered into the Ganga, dissolve your life into the Ganga wisdom. Before your ashes hang upon a tree, hang your ego upon the tree of divine grace. Surrender your ego completely to God, and then let Him move you as He wishes. May Thy will be fulfilled. Offer your ego to the divine in this way. On the third day, people gather for the memorial gatherings. Enemies laugh quietly in their homes. Loving relatives cry a little. Former acquaintances complete their social obligations. People whisper among themselves about your death. How did he die? He had a headache, asked for water. While drinking it, he passed away. He becomes dizzy and fell, never rose again. He complained of stomach pain and died. In the morning, he had gone for a walk and seemed perfectly happy. Suddenly, he said something is wrong. Call the doctor. By the time we returned, he was gone. Doctor tries very hard in the hospital, but he still died. Some circumstance or another always becomes a cause. For a short while, people discuss your death during the memorial gathering. Then evening comes. Everyone rises and leaves. How long will anyone remember? Soon all return to their own occupations. Your box of ashes still hangs from a tree. Days pass. Eventually, someone carries the box into the Haridwar. They place it beneath a train seat. People ask, what is in that box? Your friends reply quietly, nothing, just ashes. They push the box with their feet. Others object, not here, move it elsewhere. What a world this is. The box containing your ashes no longer worthy even of resting beneath a seat. Oh, beloved body, how much effort was spent preserving you? How much was done for you? Comfort. Om, 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 Om. Your friends reach Haridwar. Priestess surrounds them and perform the final rituals. Your ashes are immersed into the sacred Ganga and carried away by the current. The priestess receives his offering. Your friends shed a few tears. Then hunger arises again. They eat, drink, ask about train schedules and prepare to return. They must return quickly. The office awaits. The shop must be managed. He has died. We have completed all these farewell rituals, but I am not going to die right now. Soon they become busy with food and ordinary conversation again. Today you have witnessed your own death journey. You have seen the condition of your corpse and your bones. Yet, you are a consciousness that remains the witness even after death. Even while your bones burn, you remain the separate light of awareness. Even after the funeral pyre burns, you remain distinct from it. You are in the witness. You are the soul. Today you have observed even your own death as a witness. Across countless lives, you have watched innumerable deaths. For those who becomes witness to death, death remains merely an event, while the witness remains beyond it. After death, everyone becomes separate from you. Even your body becomes separate from you, yet your soul has never become separate from you. Thousands of friends abandoned you. Millions of relatives left you. Countless bodies and actions departed from you, but your inner self never leaves you. The cremation of the body has occurred, but you remain the witnessing consciousness beyond it. Now you know, I remain even after the body's final journey. I remain after the funeral pyre. I existed before birth and remain after death. I am the infinite sky of consciousness, the self of pure knowledge. I have abandoned attachments and illusion. I have broken all worldly delusions. Continue this practice. Continue dissolving bodily ego and attachment, the final obstacles on the path. Whenever possible, visit a cremation ground. Show your mind this truth. Even I, when living at home, used to visit cremation ground. Sometimes I would tell my mind, look, one day your condition will also become like this. The cremation ground awakens discrimination and detachment. Without discrimination and detachment, even the teachings of Brahma would not help you. Even if you met a fully realized Sadguru without inner detachment, your progress would remain limited. Therefore, to awaken wisdom and detachment, sometimes visit cremation grounds inwardly or outwardly. Look, everyone says die, die, but none know how to die. Die once in such a way that you never die again. Allow the light of knowledge to awaken. Let attachment to the body dissolve. Once attachment to the body breaks, all other worldly attachments loosen naturally. When ego and possessiveness disappear, your actions become divine actions. Your speech becomes divine speech. Your seeing becomes divine seeing. Your living becomes divine living. Only dissolve the inner ego. What true substance exists in worldly attachment anyway? When the attachment to the body dissolves and the Supreme Self is realized, wherever the mind goes, there is Samadhi. He whose state transcends body consciousness at the feet of such a knower countless salutations. Ask yourself inwardly, when will the day come when even while living in the body I experience myself separate from it? When will the day come when sitting quietly alone I watch my mind and intellect from a distance and rest content in my own self? When will the day come when I remain intoxicated with inner bliss and unconcerned amidst worldly affairs? When will the day come when I see both friend and enemy as part of a divine play? Don't ask when will I get a promotion, when will I become president, when will I become prime minister. Burn such ambitions in the fire of wisdom. Instead ask, when will I attain the Supreme Self? When will I become one with God? Calvin Coolidge once lived in the White House. One day while walking in the garden, a visitor asked him, "Who lives here?" Coolidge replied, "No one truly lives here. This is an inn, a temporary resting place. Many come and go, no one remains forever." You too have not come here to stay forever. You have come only to pass through. This world is not your permanent home. Your true home is the divine self. The dwelling place of realizance alone is your eternal dwelling. No palace of this world, no matter how magnificent, can keep you forever. This world is not your home. You are here only for few days. Remember your true kingdom, the fearless kingdom of the self. Calvin Coolidge was once asked, "I have come to know that Mr. Coolidge, President of America, lives here." Coolidge replied, "No, Coolidge doesn't live here. Nobody lives here. Everyone is passing through." After 4 years in office, people told him, "Run for election again. You have great influence in society. You will surely win." Coolidge answered, "I have lived in the White House for 4 years and experienced the position of president. There is no real substance in it. It's only self-deception and waste of time. I have no time to waste anymore. All these positions and reputations consume your precious time. Endless relationships and social attachments. Swami Ramatirth used to pray, "Oh Lord, save me from friends, save me from pleasures." Puran Singh once asked him, "What are you saying, Swamiji? One should seek protection from enemies. Why from friends?" Swami Ramtirth replies, "No, I can't deal with enemies and hardships. Sufferings rarely creates attachment. Attachments and delusions arise through pleasures, through friends, through our loved ones. Friends often consume our time. Pleasures consume our awareness. They keep us spiritually asleep. What truly needs to be done remains undone. While life gets wasted maintaining things that ultimately don't matter, may we become free from false friendships and false attachments to pleasure, even while living amidst happiness. Remain established in God. Even while among friends, remain inwardly connected to the divine. Keep at least one eye fixed upon truth." Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Your body's journey is complete. You have witnessed death itself. How can the witness of death ever die? You are pure consciousness. You are the soul. You are fearless. Death has come many times and seized different bodies. But you have never died. Only bodies changed. Only journeys through different births continued. Experience fearlessly. I am the soul. I shall protect myself from attachment. I shall save my life from being wasted in meaningless relationships. I shall not become a slave to desires. I shall remain master of them. Om, 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 Om. I shall remain fearless. I shall remain unaffected amidst worldly pleasure and pain. In every circumstance of life, I shall remain inwardly free, because I am the soul. Oh, that you may destroy bodies, but you cannot touch me. Oh, worldly temptations, oh, colorful attractions of the world, how can you trap me now? I have understood your reality. Oh, social customs and worldly expectations, how long will you continue binding me? Oh, pleasure and pain, how long will you keep making me dance? Now I have awakened from the sleep of delusion. Awaken your true consciousness with courage, firmness, sincerity, and fearlessness. How long will you remain asleep within body consciousness? On the spiritual path, there will be thousands of obstacles and countless thorns. Walk fearlessly over them. Even if those thorns don't transform into flowers, then how can one truly be called a seeker? Om, Om, Om. Amidst countless rises and falls in life, keep the eye of wisdom open. What really rises and falls? Only this mortal body. The self remains immersed in its own bliss. What can truly be ruined if nothing real is destructible? How can the eternal, indivisible self fear anything at all? What can happen to me, the conscious self? What is there to gain or loss? Whatever is damaged belongs only to this perishable body. Whatever is gained belongs only to this body, but I have already offered this body into the fire of knowledge. Why should I shrink in fear anymore? Why bow before suffering or temptation? Now I shall live like an emperor, carefree and fearless. Having stepped onto the path of spiritual practice, I shall continue walking forward. Om, 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 Om. One who dies before death becomes worth more than gold. Since death is inevitable anyway, invite it inwardly now. A true seeker is one who doesn't stop despite thousands of obstacles, who doesn't become trapped despite the countless temptations, who doesn't become afraid despite endless fearful situations, and who doesn't become arrogant even if praised by millions. Such a seeker feels within. This world has no power to stop me. This world exists because of us. We don't exist because of this world. Prahlad ignored even his father when he was prevented from walking the path of God. Mirabai ignored the husband and family when they opposed her devotion. Mahabali disregarded even his guru when obstructed from the divine path. If a teacher prevents you from moving toward God, then reject that obstacle, but never abandon God. What true guru would ever stop someone from moving toward God? Such a teacher is not genuine. If your spouse obstructs your spiritual journey, remember Bhartahari and rise above attachment. If family bonds hinder your path towards self-realization, cut through those attachments with the scissors of wisdom. Tulsi Das beautiful said, "He to whom Lord Rama and Sita are not dear, abandons such a person like millions of enemies, even if they are deeply beloved." In such situation, even the dearest attachment must be renounced for truth. Rely upon your inner consciousness and let the roar of Om arise within. Om, Om, Om. Sorrow, anxiety, despair, poverty, and failure are first born within, not outside. When inwardly you consider yourself weak or defeated, then outwardly the world appears against you. Never become inwardly poor or defeated. Don't bend internally before fearless situations. Take refuge in Om. Even if death itself appears before you, gather the strength to step upon the head of death once. How long will you remain afraid? How long will you continue trying to please leaders, bosses, wealthy people, servants, and society? Befriend your own self once. How many external friendships will you keep creating? Kabir said, "Many friendships are formed in this world, but blessed is the one who binds the hearts to the one. That one is not somewhere in the heaven or underworld. No telephone wires are needed to reach it. That one is your own self." Why do you keep shrinking in fear and desire, thinking, if I gain this, if I will be happy, if I gain that, I will be fulfilled, if everything is lost, it is fine, even if everything is gained, it is fine. After all, this world is only a dream. Let the dream pass. What is the worst that can happen? Perhaps no job will come, perhaps food may not come. Even then, what if of it? One day the body must die anyway. At most, while walking the path toward God, one may die hungry or thirsty. People die after eating luxuriously too. In truth, God Himself protects the one who sincerely walks the path of realization. When you become free from worry, God Himself becomes concerned for you. I thought I shall go now here. I thought I shall go nowhere. I shall sit here peacefully. If anyone truly needs me, the Creator Himself will bring what is needed. The Creator Himself can come, sustaining creation to His responsibility. If you dedicate yourself to truth, then shame upon those celestial beings who fail to inspire people to serve you. If you become established in the bliss of the self, then even heavenly beings would sing your glory. Why continue begging helplessly before gods, people, and society, saying, "Bless me, show mercy"? How long will you insult your own inner power and dignity? Now you must awaken. Having come to this doorway of truth, you cannot remain asleep. You may perform thousands of rituals and chant millions of mantras, but until ignorance leaves you, real transformation cannot happen. Even if millions of divine incarnations appeared before you, unless wisdom becomes part of your life, you would still suffer like Arjuna before the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. Let the lion of Vedanta roar within your life. Let the thunder of Om echo within you. Then see where anxiety and sorrow can remain. Why become limited to the body when you are the immortal self? How long will you identify yourself with the perishable body? How long will you feel happiness in its comfort and misery in its discomfort? May your life become so powerful that comforts feel blessed merely by coming near you, and difficulties themselves transform into ease in your presence. Go into dance forest if necessary. Even there, let peace remain with you, and even if no comfort is available, let your inner joy remain undisturbed. If ants come, eat gratefully. If they don't come, then rejoice. Wonderful, today has become a fast. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Om, Om, Om. Realize yourself. Jai Ma.